Hey everybody, my name is Madison Smith and I'm here with Margie Clemmer. She's the director of the Casa program in Dunlap, Tennessee. So we are going to kind of ask some questions and get some information about the program and how you guys can be involved. So Margie, what is Casa?
Okay. Casa is a national nonprofit organization, and it stands for Court-Appointed Special Advocates. It is an organization that was started in 1977 by a juvenile judge in Seattle, Washington, who questioned whether or not he was making the best decisions for the youth that came before him in his court. And so through different outreach programs and community collaborations, a team was formed to kind of work through what he was looking for.
Yeah.
And from that is where National Casa was formed. And so now it operates in there's 951 local organizations in 49 states and the District of Columbia. And we're just really thankful to be a part of that program.
And I know we are in Dunlap right now, but we do serve 4 counties in the surrounding areas. So anybody that is from Bledsoe, Sequatchie, Grundy, and Marion, they can come forward and ask questions and get information about becoming a volunteer or an advocate for these kids.
This particular organization does serve Sequatchie, Grundy, Marion, and Bledsoe County, as you mentioned. So we have advocates from all 4 counties, and we operate in the juvenile courts in all 4 counties. And the need is always there for additional advocates. As we continue to receive additional cases, there's always a need for ongoing new advocates coming in.
Right. So I know a lot of this stuff, it could be tough content to be a part of. What are some, like happy stories or, some of the best outcomes of some of the cases that you've worked with?
When we have certain cases, yes, anybody that wants to talk about child abuse, you do know that it is a grim topic. You may have physical abuse, you may have sexual abuse, you may have drug addiction and the parents, right, or you may have environmental. There's so many different ranges of abuse. But I have to say, like, when you watch, my favorite cases are the ones where reunification, where children get to go home, where the parents do everything that it is that they need to do and realize that addiction was in control, and they're able to fight for themselves and for their children, and then therefore they're able to reunify, right, and become a happy family again.
Right. Just in the short time that I've been a part of the program, seeing that, like, full circle is really good, even like with the home studies and the information that you get from all these families. It's a lot, but it's a good program to be a part of. So I know that we are always accepting volunteers and advocates. We do have a training class coming up. So what is the kind of process to become an advocate?
So if somebody was interested in becoming an advocate, of course you would reach out to us, and we would schedule a time to do an interview with you.
Yes.
As you said, we have a training class coming up. One is starting March 11th. But we would schedule a time to interview with you. You fill out an application. We do an interview. There's a background check.
Right.
In that we provide the volunteer advocates to advocate for the fact-based best interest of the children in the system. You do receive 36 hours of training that you started, and then there's 12 additional hours involved in that as well. When you first get sworn into the court after completing the training, and once you will receive a case, don't feel like you're on your own, because right, Courtney Maceda, the volunteer coordinator, and myself, we work together with those people, with the advocates on their cases, and make sure that they are comfortable in what they're doing. And, just as well, like, we like to know what's going on in the homes as well, and with the kids and be fully involved. So we work side by side with you and make sure that together as a team, we're able to advocate for these children the best way that they need to be advocated for.
That sounds so good. And then if they're scheduling conflicts, we do offer an option. If you do want to do it online, that is a route, but we do prefer in person just because it's a lot of information.
Right. It is. I always prefer in person, and we do offer a flex learning that is basically an independent study. And with that study, there are just certain days that I would schedule for someone that was accepting that study to come into the office so that we could go over the things that they've learned, and we can make sure that we answer any questions that they may have.
Right.
And that we and furthermore, that I can make sure that they're gathering the content and understanding the content, so that when they do go out and do this, they understand exactly what is expected of them, and they're not uncertain or unfamiliar, or because if I did that, then I wouldn't be supporting them the best the way they could.
Right. So you wanted everybody to feel prepared and ready to go. So a fun thing that Casa does is the rodeo every summer. This is going to be the 7th one.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So tell everybody about the rodeo.
This year, the rodeo is like really super exciting, because sometimes when I say I don't think that it can grow anymore, well, there it goes.
Yeah.
And so this year we were presented with the opportunity to have a pre-rodeo concert. So that has been Dusty Lee Houston is going to be performing. She is being presented by Jeff Harrell, real estate agent out of Chattanooga, has sponsoring this, and she will go on stage at 5:30. So gates will open at 4 on Friday, May 31st, and Saturday, June 1st. And she will go on stage gates will open at 4. She'll go on stage at 5:30. That'll be, she'll be in the arena. So still get there and get your seat and get comfortable, because at 7:30 the rodeo starts. And I'm super, super excited as we continue to grow the rodeo each year, and our sponsors reaching out to us. So this year our rodeo is sponsored by Waterfall Car Wash of Dunlap. So I want to thank Will Valita and Waterfall Car Wash for accepting and the sponsorship level of being the main sponsor for the rodeo this year.
Yeah, and like you said, it's a super popular event, so get there early and seats and all that, because everybody's going to be there.
We normally have seating for 2,400. This year we're bringing in seating for 2,800. So hopefully that'll help a little bit.
Yeah.
So we'll have food vendors on site as well as other retail vendors on site.
Yeah.
And then of course the rodeo and the pre-rodeo concert this year.
That sounds good. Well, thanks for talking to us. It sounds like a great program. If you have any questions, just feel free to reach out to us. We are always looking for volunteers, and we will be happy to have you guys and get you guys trained and get everybody in.
You can contact us at 423-949-2191, and we'll be more than glad to schedule a time to talk to you.
Thank you. Bye, guys.